What's going on, everyone? Welcome to today's video. Now, yesterday Apple had their WWDC event, their Worldwide Developers Conference, and there they talked about their new operating systems for Apple TV, for Apple Watch, for iPhone and iPod touches, and for the iPads. So obviously one of the big things is iOS 11, the next big operating system for all the iPhones basically and iPads. So I wanted to go through a quick little rundown, give you a short little tour of what's new in iOS 11. I am currently on the first beta of iOS 11. It just released yesterday, so here we go. So with most new iOS releases, there are new animations, such as when you're waking the device, there's a new animation, kind of like that. It's almost like it's waking up. See that again. See, it's waking up. And when you are unlocking the phone now, it just slides up instead of having all the icons go in. See that again. Now if you see here, some of the icons are a little different, like the App Store, the iTunes Store, the calculator has a different icon, and down here at the bottom, the dock, they took out the icon labels on the dock. So there are more new animations, like when you are opening an app. It's almost like it's like a bubbly effect is what I feel like. It's bubbly. It's kind of hard to see, but it's almost like it's kind of jumping into the screen. Now the new multitasking is a little different now. I mean, it's overall the same, but the animation is different. They kind of slide over, and there's no main page anymore. You just cancel them out and then just hit like that. So another big new feature is the notifications. They now will just take you straight to the lock screen. When you want to check for notifications, just takes you back to the lock screen and you can see all of your notifications. But you kind of have to drag up for them, otherwise they hide. Then you can just drag back up. So basically, one of the biggest things for iOS 11 is the new control center. So if you drag up, you can see it is all on one page now. But the cool thing about this, if you go into settings in the control center, you can add or take out basically whatever you want in the control center. So let's see, if I wanted to add a stopwatch into there, see how it's not in here? If I add it, there it is right there. So I think that's really cool. Oh. So I think that's really cool. I'm not really sure how I feel about the whole design of this yet, but I'm sure I'll get used to it. And now almost all of the control center has 3D touch abilities, or long press if you don't have a device with 3D touch. So you can just hold these and it brings out more options. This brings out the music player. And there's also some new animations, like the lock orientation. You can see kind of makes these little woo. These do too. So you can hold this, you know, do this. Hold it, oh. And like I said, this is still a first beta, so there are still bugs. Got low power mode. But anyways, so messages looks a little different too. They took out the digital touch right here, and they actually have put it just within this right here. And now there's a new dock for the iMessage apps. There's also a few new message effects, 2 new screen effects. There's Echo and there's Spotlight. Another big announcement of iOS 11 is the App Store is actually completely redesigned. So if you can see at the bottom, there's Today, there's Games, there's Apps, there's Updates and Search. So it's just a completely new look of the App Store, just kind of putting things into different categories. And when you click on an app, it gives you some different information here at the top. Has kind of new buttons and different stuff. You can see the videos and pictures still of it. And then the ratings is different. Now they also kind of redesigned live photos. So if we just take one, go into here. So you can have live photos like normal, or if you drag up, there's a new feature called Loop. This just kind of plays the video photo thing over and over. There's a new one called Bounce, which is basically like Instagram's Boomerang. There's one called Long Exposure. This is more of for nature shots, not really just taking weird photos. You can also now choose which part of the video of the live photo you want to make as the actual photo, so that's pretty cool. And you can choose whether to have audio or not, and we just got kicked off. Again, first beta. So you still have your widgets over here, just as normal. Now the iPad on iOS 11 has had a pretty big overhaul. So first at the bottom, this new dock where you can add as many apps as you want down here. You basically can just make it your own. And at the far right is your most recently used apps. They just kind of pop up, change here and there. The new multitasking view has all of your apps and stuff here. So it's just a quick, just tap and change, tap, change. To get rid of them, you just hold them and go like that. Then you have your control center here. So now when you're in an app and you want to have 2 at a time, you can just drag one over, and that's kind of like an overlay where you can work on one but have this one just right here. You can also do the split view if you like, just like normal. Work them both. So there's also a new option that you can record your screen now, just natively right on the iPhone. You don't have to try to find an app or anything. Just right there. Just saves to your photos, and if you hold it, you can have the option to record audio or just record what's happening on the iPhone, which is awesome because now we have that option just right on the iPhone. And now Siri has also changed a little bit too. Obviously Siri's getting smarter, but they've changed the voice of Siri to sound more natural. So let me have you guys listen to her. How are you today?
Excellent.
What do you want to do today?
I like talking to you, Ashton.
Do you like iOS 11?
Personally, I'm an Apple fan.
So as you can see, Siri sounds a little more natural. It goes along with the male voice as well. And she has a little new interface. But like I've said, this is still a first beta, so not everything is worked out with her. So guys, that's a quick look at some of the newest features in iOS 11. I am currently running the first beta, so things are buggy and slow, whatever, but it'll be definitely worked out once it releases to the general public this fall. I am super excited. I love when these new big releases come out, and I love playing with the betas and everything, so let me know in the comments below if you guys are excited for iOS 11, if you guys are planning on upgrading once it comes out. But anyways, that's gonna do it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!